If you smell what the Rock is cooking. The Rock says, the Rock says. The Rock says, the Rock. If you smell what the Rock is cooking. The Rock says, the Rock says. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior. Hates Wake up your mind.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2020 decided to give us one final kick up the arse.
Literally.
Welcome to a very somber edition of a wrestling talk show with Rhys Jones and
John Smith, and we pay our respects to John Huber, otherwise known as Luke Haper, otherwise known as Brodie Lee, who died on the 26th of December 2020 at the age of 41 due to a non-COVID related lung issue.
Didn't you say that wrong?
No,
You mean a non...
COVID related lung issue.
That's better.
Thank you.
John Hooper, aka Jonathan Hooper, was reported to have signed a developmental deal with WWE on the 12th of March 2012 and signed to the WWE Developmental Territory at the time, FCW.
Which is now formally known nowadays as NXT.
In August, it was rebranded as NXT, and he made his television debut on the November 7th episode of NXT as Luke Harper and the first son of the Wyatt family.
And what a dominant faction that would be.
He would quickly be joined by Eric Rowan. And within the first couple of months of being on NXT, they would win the NXT Tag Team titles together, defeating Adrian Neville, aka Pac, and Bray Wyatt's own brother.
Yep.
In late 2013, Wyatt family would jump up to the main roster of WWE.
By joining Monday Night Raw, being called up from NXT.
And attacking Kane.
Quite viciously.
They would go on to a winning streak over various jobber teams, mostly.
Mostly, yes.
Until they were given their first loss by Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes, or then known as Goldust. Because during this time as well, the Wyatt family was having a little bit of an issue with CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Harper was an entrant in the 2014 Royal Rumble match, coming out at number...
Coming out at number... But he was an entrant in that Royal Rumble in 2014.
And with the coming out number 22 and eliminating two superstars, including which were Jey Uso and The Miz. The mighty have fallen.
Yes, and the mighty have indeed fallen.
The Wyatt family would challenge the Usos for the Tag Team Championships in 2014, as well as beginning a feud with a little known faction called The Shield.
Yes. It would be the most hotly anticipated rivalry in the tag team division for years.
And of course would be heavily involved with Bray Wyatt's feud with John Cena.
Yes, what a rivalry that was.
There was a period of time where Daniel Bryan decided to join the Wyatt family.
God, who remembers that?
Of course, that was a false sense of security.
Yep.
Then things started to break apart for them in September of 2014 when they were set free by Bray Wyatt and were going to go as single competitors.
And for Luke Harper, this would really be the right choice.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Vignette started playing and Harper started with tag then Intercontinental Champion Dolph Ziggler and would ultimately join Team Authority for the Survivor Series match of that year.
Luke Harper, even at one point, would win the Intercontinental Championship.
During this period, Luke Harper would hold the Intercontinental Championship for a month. Should probably have been given a longer run, and out of the two members of the Wyatt family, was probably considered the better singles competitor, but was still heavily wasted because
things would go slightly wrong.
yes, he would lose the Intercontinental Championship back to Ziggler at TLC. Funnily enough, we just covered that.
Yes, very funnily.
Again, Luke Harper would enter another Royal Rumble match in 2015 at the number 4 entrant, but was eliminated by Bray Wyatt.
Dun dun dun.
Heading into WrestleMania of that year, he would be involved in the Intercontinental Championship picture again. That would lead to a 7-man ladder match.
Which ended up being quite brutal.
That would then lead to a program between Harper and Ambrose, aka John Moxley. With Harper losing his Chicago Street Fight at Extreme Rules.
Yes.
In May of 2015, almost because this is WWE, have no idea what to do with them, they decided to put the Wyatt family back together.
Yes, they pretty much did.
However, Alec Rowan at this point would pick up an injury, but
Putting him on the shelf.
But Harper would reunite with Bray Wyatt, helping him win over Roman Reigns. And they would have a tag team match with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam, which they would lose. So then the black sheep of the Wyatt family would appear.
In Braun Strowman.
And at Night of Champions, they would defeat Reigns, Ambrose, and Jericho.
Jericho, who we can't mention.
In October, Alec Rowan returns to the Wyatt family.
He did.
And then, this is where logic went out the window.
Pretty much.
In October of 2015, after Hell in a Cell, going into Survivor Series, the Wyatt family decided to target the Brothers of Destruction.
For some bizarre reason.
which would lead to a tag team match marking the 25th anniversary of The Undertaker, but that's a different show.
Story for a different time.
Unfortunately, they would lose. At this point, things were getting a bit weird.
That's wacky.
We go to the WWE Championship being defended in the 2016 Royal Rumble match, where Wyatt family members all competed in there, but he was eliminated by Brock Lesnar.
Pretty much immediately.
But unfortunately, it was Harper's turn to suffer an injury, and he was put off TV for 6 months.
Ouch.
He made his return in October of 2015, teaming up with Kevin Owens against Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn at a house show. The then returned to TV at No Mercy, helping Bray Wyatt defeat Randy Orton. Randy Orton had started a program with Bray Wyatt, and this gets a bit weird as well.
It does, pretty much.
Because close to this period, Harper was helping Bray defeat Orton, but then Randy Orton decided to join the Wyatt family.
Some random reason.
And at TLC, they would capture the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Whilst was Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton that won the match, under the Freebird rule, Luke Haper was also considered champion, making him able to defend the championships. He would be defending the championship when Randy Orton would lose the titles to American Alpha.
Yes.
And they would have a Southern match after being unsuccessful in a rematch, which led to Harper accidentally super kicking Wyatt.
In the face.
Harper and Orton continued to have issues, which led to a match between the two in January. An episode of SmackDown, which surprise Orton was victorious in, and Wyatt hit his sister Abigail on Luke Harper. In the 2017 Royal Rumble match, Luke Harper came out number 25, attacking both Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, and eliminating Apollo Crews before being eliminated by Goldberg.
Goldberg. Again, that's a different story for a different time.
Then he would turn face by helping the WWE Champion at the time, John Cena, in a confrontation between Orton and Wyatt. Then Harper would unsuccessfully face AJ Styles over number one contendership for the WWE Championship, which at the time was being held by Wyatt. And at WrestleMania 33, he took part in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
in which he was unsuccessfully unable to win the trophy.
Following WrestleMania, Harper began feuding again with Eric Rowan, leading to a match at Backlash in which Harper won.
And
then it was around about this period that Luke Harper began to disappear off TV with Eric Rowan. And towards the end of 2017, Harper and Rowan were repackaged as the Bludgeon Brothers.
Now, as the Bludgeon Brothers, fortune started to kind of turn around.
Yes, they would make their return match in November, defeating the Hype Bros. Clash of Champions, they defeated former NXT Tag Team Champions Breezango in a complete amount of squash. And then began to target the then SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, as well as the New Day.
But eventually, it all culminated at WrestleMania.
Yes, this will ultimately lead to a triple threat Tag Team Championship match at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, in which the Bludgeon Brothers would pick up the tag team titles. Unfortunately, their reign as SmackDown Tag Team Champions was cut short after 4 months, when in a no disqualification match, they would lose the titles back to the New Day.
And then 2019 came around.
Yes, because here it was announced that Rowan again suffered a torn bicep, which put him on the sideline and basically left Harper doing nothing. He was like
What do I do now?
Yeah, it was like on and off TV for I don't know how long. He took time off because he had a wrist injury. Then in 2019, they turned to action, defeating Mojo Rawley in a house show. A televised return at WrestleMania Access, defeating Dominic Dijakovic, and competed again in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 35.
And now, moving on to 2020.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird one here because Harper was getting frustrated because Vince McMahon was cancelling creative plans for Harper because of certain issues, but that's gone into a whole different thing. So after being he requested his release multiple times, but because his contract was originally scheduled to expire in November 2019, but due to injuries and he was time tacked on to his contract. Clash of Champions in 2019, he made his return under the name Luke Harper, not just Harper, by attacking Roman Reigns in a match against Eric Rowan.
Then Harper and Eric Rowan would reform that tag team they once had, but then they would lose their final tag team match together against Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns.
And as part of the 2019 draft, Rowan was drafted to Raw, and Harper basically vanished off of WWE TV and was eventually released from his WWE contract on December 8th. On November 26th, however, he filed a trademark for the name Brodie Lee.
And he got it.
Yes. Following his 90-day no-complete clause
expiring,
Brodie Lee made his debut for AEW on the March 18th episode of Dynamite, was revealing himself as the Exalted One, the leader of the Dark Order, attacking Alcohol Uncensored.
In what was a brutal assault.
Yes. For the first few weeks, this was a bit of a weird one because it was almost like he was taking shots at certain things that Vince McMahon is reported not to like.
Yes.
But he would go on to challenge AEW World Champion Dean Ambrose, Don Moxley.
Copyright.
At Double or Nothing.
But he was unfortunately unsuccessful in his challenge.
Over the next few months, he would recruit new members into the Dark Order, including Colt Cabana and Anna Jay. Then, in what was essentially a squash match, on the August 22nd episode of Dynamite, which was pre-recorded due to
COVID-19,
he would demolish then known as Cody Rhodes, for the TNT Championship.
It would be his last and final.
Wait. You're jumping ahead slightly there.
Yes. Making it his second singles title.
Yes, and this would send Cody off of TV for a while. They would also attack Dustin Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes. Then Lee would successfully defend the TNT Championship against Dustin Rhodes on the September 9th episode of Dynamite, and against Orange Cassidy on September 23rd. After that match, Cody would return to AEW TV and challenge and attack the Dark Order. Then, on the October 7th episode of Dynamite, in what would be Brodie Lee's final match, not just on AEW, but period, he would lose the TNT Championship back to Cody in a dog collar match. And would just go on hiatus and was taking time off due to a then undisclosed injury.
And nobody knew at the time what it was.
Yes, and then all of a sudden, the day after Christmas, and about 2 weeks after his 41st birthday, we find out that after being hospitalized since late October, he has sadly passed away.
At the age of 41.
The thing that makes this one so heartbreaking and out of nowhere is literally it came out of nowhere. It's not like people like Pat Patterson, Rocky Maivia, even Road Warrior Animal who getting up there in age. The only death that happened this suddenly and probably had this big of an impact this year was that of Shad Gaspar.
Yes, so
And it's not just AEW who have come out and said a few things here. WWE acknowledged the passing of Luke Harper on Monday's episode of Raw. They would subtly mention one of his Twitter gimmicks with if it's Monday, you know what that means.
yeah,
As would Drew McIntyre in his promo.
yes.
Subtly, not so whether it's deliberate, but Xavier Woods would wear an armband with Broodie written on it and performed
Yes.
the signature taunting finishing move during the 8-man tag team match. Then, on last night's episode of AEW Dynamite, it was basically a celebration of Brodie Lee, featuring matches and segments which would honor the the short period that he'd been in AEW. Here we even had an appearance from Eric Rowan,
Yes,
going by the convenient name of Alec Redbeard. And the most significant thing here is that as a mark of respect and in honor of Brodie Lee, Luke Harper, John Huber, AEW have retired the current design of the TNT Championship and have presented the championship belt to his son.
Who is now signed in the contract with AEW.
Despite being 8 years old, and when he comes of age, I have a feeling that he will be tremendously looked after.
So, as a mark of respect here on the Wrestling Talk Show, we would like to toll the bell 10 times in memory of John Huber, otherwise known as Brodie Lee and Luke Harper.
your mind.